Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. This is what I want for Christmas.
Before we get into this video, I've got a reminder for you. This is your last chance. This is it to sign up for our Advent tournament. It's the last one we're ever going to do, and 4 of you are going to win Boulder Spirits Bourbon. Go to thebourbonvan.com right now. Sign up for Julie's bracket. Sign up for my bracket. We know that you're not all signed up because we see the numbers. Julie's got 245 signed up right now. I've got 244. Somebody's not signed up for both of them. Double check that you're signed up for both of these to double your chances of winning a bottle of Boulder Spirits Bourbon. And join us starting on December 1st. I think that's Monday. That's when this thing kicks off. That means you've got until the end of the day, Sunday, to get signed up for our Advent tournament. Do not miss it. This one is the best we've ever done. It's the last we'll ever do, and it's going to be a great time. You don't want to miss it. All right, first things first, we are going to pour a little something. We didn't pour it yet because it needs to be refrigerated. Because you want to drink it cold. It's not something we do a lot on this channel, so we're going to do things just a little bit differently today. Give us just a minute.
Woo! It's chilly.
This has been in our refrigerator. This is 2 stacks double Irish cream liqueur, 35 proof. This has real whiskey in it. This is not your typical wine-based Irish cream or something like that. This is the blend of what they put in. 8% pot still, 40% light grain, 2% peated malt, 10% double malt, 40% dark grain. And that's blended with Irish cream. Definitely the right idea with Irish whiskey actually in it.
I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. I love a little Irish cream in my coffee this time of year. I mean, on the weekends. But this is...
Yeah.
But you don't always have coffee at the ready. I mean, if you're my parents, you probably do. But sometimes you just want to drink something that you would drink in your coffee on its own, and you want a little bit of whiskey in it.
All right, we have our Irish cream, and we are going to sip this while we have this... call it a conversation, because we want to hear what you're asking for from Santa Whiskey as well.
It smells wonderful.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I've kind of been holding off on this because I wanted a real reaction.
Visceral experience on camera,
yeah.
Sure.
But it smells exactly what I want this to smell like. There's that caramel note, chocolatey. You get a little bit of that Irish cream. I mean, it looks and smells delicious.
Yes.
I'm ready to taste this.
What do you say?
Oh, it actually puts a smile on my face. It smells so good.
Let's start the holidays.
Wow. The texture is the first thing that I noticed. It's nice and rich. It's almost like you're drinking chocolate milk.
Yeah, butterscotchy chocolate milk, but man, just totally delightful. It's so good, and that there's a tiny peated whiskey presence there that makes such a huge difference. That impact can be felt all over this sip, and not in a it's super peated sort of way, but it contributes an earthiness that really keeps us from becoming cloying. Like you said, the mouth feels great, lingering with a butterscotch on the palate here, but it tastes like whiskey, and I love that.
Yeah, I like that you don't have to add any whiskey to this, but it is a wonderful... Is aperitif what you drink after?
Digestif.
Oh, a digestif. I don't know if it's an anytime kind of drink because it's so delicious.
This is an aperitif, a digestif, a during teeth, however you say that. I don't know, but
it's a camping trip teeth.
Oh, this would be great for camping. We just kind of jumped into this here. We didn't really explain at all what this video even is, but these are it's a holiday gift guide for whiskey drinkers. And as a whiskey drinker, not only is this a fairly new product, but it's something that people would just walk right past and go, oh, yet another Irish cream.
Yeah.
This is something totally different. This bottle here, selling locally here in Oregon for $35. Look, if you're gifting somebody who is a whiskey drinker something that you are hoping they may not have had before, or something you know they're gonna like, this it may not be a slam dunk, but it's really close in my opinion.
Yeah, taking into consideration that it does have whiskey in it, I think that's a fair price point for this. I would much prefer to receive something like this than Bailey's. And I actually think the flavor is richer, more delicious. I mean, this is something I could drink at like 9 a.m., 2 p.m., 11 p.m. I mean, it is really great.
Yeah, this is layered. It is somewhat complex, and it is absolutely stunningly delicious. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody that doesn't enjoy this flavor profile right here. So now it's time to talk about some other things that are going to make great gifts for whiskey drinkers this year. First up on the list, one of those things that it depending on where you live and how many of these show up in your neck of the woods, this can either be the easiest thing to buy for a whiskey drinker, or it could be a real pain. But what we're talking about is single barrels, and single barrels provide different flavors than the norm. They're usually selected by a liquor store, or sometimes they are sent to a liquor store from a distillery, but they come in all shapes and sizes. Here's a full liter from Trailhead Liquor from a couple of years ago, actually. We just never got into this one. It's Buffalo Trace Single Barrel Select, and the next one Julie's got there came from Binny's in Chicago, of all places.
Yeah, this is the Ezra Brooks Cast Strength. Always a delicious gift.
And that one actually was a gift. We gave this to our friend JT for his birthday a couple years ago, and then we visited Chicago. He shared some with us. We went to the Binny's locally there and saw that they still had some of this, and I liked it so much I bought myself one as well. That's a great bottle right there.
See, a gift for friends and for you.
Why not?
Lastly, it's $17.92 bottled in bond.
And this one came to us from, again, a couple years ago. I went and bought a backup of this one. I liked it so much. This came from Bend South Liquor here in Bend, Oregon. But you can find all sorts of, you can find Knob Creek and Four Roses and Old Forester. The nice thing about these gifts is that they really are one of a kind, because every single barrel is a little bit different. And speaking of one of a kind, Bend South, I just saw the other day, they selected the very first ever single barrel of Templeton Rye.
Oh.
And they have that right now, I believe. I don't know if it's sold out. I don't think so. But you want to talk about unique? First of its kind, that's a unique gift, and usually they're not too expensive, although they range from all sorts of prices. But single barrels are always a great gift for the whiskey drinker in your life. Next up is something that may not appeal to everybody if they drink their whiskey neat, but it looks cool, and that's a good start, and maybe this will pique some interest for your whiskey drinking friends, and that is a cocktail kit.
You don't need to get the fanciest stuff.
No, absolutely, and you don't need that much. You know, most cocktail kits are a mixing glass or shaker, and you've got your jigger here, and a bar spoon with a little swizzle stick, which is always nice, and then a strainer, which you may or may not even need, depending on what you're making. But there are so many different things that you can make with a cocktail kit, and I think a cocktail kit is one of those things that you don't want to buy for somebody that's already got one or is way into making cocktails, because I guarantee you they've already got a cocktail kit.
It'll probably be better than what you're going to give them.
Right, exactly. But for that person that you know doesn't have something like this, or they've been talking about cocktails and they don't have any of the tools yet, I think that this makes a pretty good gift. And we used this cocktail kit right here to make 2 cocktails, and that leads us directly into the next gift for whiskey drinkers. So a bottle of whiskey is a great gift. Make no mistake. You give somebody a bottle of whiskey, they're going to like it. They're going to be grateful. Even if it's not a great bottle of whiskey, whiskey makes a great gift. But if you want to go a little beyond, you can gift someone a cocktail kit or ingredients to make their own cocktail. And this is especially cool if you already know how to make something and you can share it with them. So what we've got here are a couple of very easy gift kits to put together, starting with our favorite old fashioned right here. And we've talked about how to make one of these over and over and over again.
All you need to do is follow the 3-2-1 method and you won't get lost.
This one, you build it directly in your glass over a big rock of ice. That's how we like to do it anyways. 2 ounces of 1783 bourbon. It's such a versatile bourbon. We just love this one. Next up, it's 3 shakes of Black Walnut Bitters, followed by 1 bar spoon of maple syrup. There you go. So it's really 2-3-1, but we call it the 3-2-1. It's just easier to keep track of. But all 3 of those items make a great gift as well. You're talking about 1783 bourbon, which is great neat, great in a cocktail, super versatile. Black Walnut Bitters might be one of those things that you wouldn't think would make a huge difference, but it absolutely does. And maple syrup, not the cheapest thing, but also a versatile gift. You can use it on all kinds of stuff. I know I certainly do.
Pancakes, French toast, in your cocktails.
And, you know, the better the syrup, the better your cocktail is going to be. So just straight up 100% maple syrup is what we recommend, and it doesn't have to be the big bottle or anything like that, because it can get super pricey. Seriously, we just finished this one off because we drink a lot of old fashions around here, and this was one that we happen to have in the house. So a little bit of 1783, a little bit of Black Walnut Bitters, and a little bit of maple syrup. It's just an interesting gift because it's something that they have the complete set ready to go. You've given them the ingredients to be successful with the best old-fashioned, at least in our opinion, that you can make.
Quality control.
All right, the next cocktail is a little different, but we actually have talked about this one on the channel before. We actually have an entire video dedicated to it, and I'll link it in the description and up above here. This is a rye-based cocktail. It's a Manhattan, but it's a little bit different than you may be used to, and you can make it with really any sub 100 proof rye.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you're talking about a Manhattan where every ingredient has a fair amount of alcohol in it. So lower proof on the rye that also has flavor is your best bet. In this one, we had Still Austin's The Artist 90 proofer here. Very nice whiskey to use in your Manhattan, and you don't have to spend a fortune on it either. By the way, Michter's another good rye that you can use. You want something with a lot of flavor. And in addition to that, you need Nocino. This is used instead of vermouth in your Manhattan. This is 2 ounces of the rye, 1 ounce of your Nocino. It's an Italian walnut liqueur. We like this one here in Oregon from Stone Barn Brandy Works in Portland. Their Nocino is absolutely delicious. You can drink it on its own, or you can put it in your cocktails. They sell it in a 375 milliliter bottle or 750, so you've got options there. And then the last thing you need is just a couple shakes of orange bitters. In a mixing glass, you put a fair amount of ice, you put your 2 ounces of your rye, you put 1 ounce of Nocino, and then 1, 2, or 3 shakes of orange bitters, whatever you like. You strain that into your coupe, which you can chill in advance if you don't want to use any ice at all, and you've got a delicious holiday Manhattan. That's my favorite way to make a Manhattan.
Yeah, I only drink Manhattans this time of year,
Yeah.
and I'm not a big vermouth person, so I've been trying to get into it with various cocktails over the last few years. It's just not for me. There's something about this walnut liqueur that is so delicious, and it makes it so rich. It's definitely a wintertime warmer,
Yeah.
and you can just sit with it all evening. You have this one glass. That's all you really need.
Yeah, super decadent. And by the way,
Yeah.
both of these, you can include a little bit of a peel of orange in there. You can put, you like a cherry, throw a Luxardo cherry or a maraschino cherry or whatever sort of sweet cherry it is that you like with a bunch of syrup on it. This is what I would present as a cocktail gift. A bottle of rye, a bottle of Nocino, and a bottle of bitters. You can hand write the recipe for them. Put it in a basket if you really want to class
Take
it
a
up.
calligraphy class.
Oh my goodness.
Make it real special.
There you go. Take the calligraphy class, go back about a month and a half and start on your calligraphy class, and then catch up with us and give this as a gift. But gifting all the ingredients and a recipe, something that's a little more special, that might be more meaningful to your gift receivers. This time of year, what I like to do at the liquor store is wander around and see what sort of Christmas gift sets there are.
Yes.
This is something that we've talked about in the past because some of them are really, really bad, but some of them are really, really good.
I know you can pick like a cheesy one if you want to go that direction. I mean, half the glasses we probably have on our shelves are from gift sets. Some of the gifts that you get, you know, the rocks glasses, you can use for water, you can use right here.
Some of them have branding on them.
Some of them have branding.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's not free, obviously, but if you're going to buy it anyway, you might as well buy the gift set and get the free gift.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some really great ones over the year. Maker's Mark rocks glasses,
Yeah.
Jim Beam 7, Jim Beam Black rocks glasses a couple years ago were absolutely phenomenal. So we've seen some great ones over the years. Just take a closer look at any gift kit that you find that's got the holiday packaging for whiskey. Make sure it's got something cool in there because I've seen some real clunkers too.
And you don't want to buy it if it's like overpriced. It's
Yeah.
not worth it to get the free gift if you're, paying $20 extra for it.
Yeah, just not worth it. And then lastly, I just want to say that whiskey itself does make a great gift, but don't go into a store and buy the most expensive thing on the shelf. Don't go in there and try and find something that's super duper rare when you know that what they like to drink over and over and over again is Wild Turkey 101 bourbon or something like that. Sometimes just getting something that you know that they love is the best bet. Your Uncle Larry drinks Jack Daniels, old number 7.
Loves it.
It's all he drinks.
Yeah.
So you bring him a handle of that on Christmas Day and you know he's going to be a happy guy.
Probably the happiest guy.
Probably the happiest guy. Any whiskey is great to receive as a gift, so don't be too nervous about it. But hopefully we gave you some good ideas here. I don't know, there's a lot of bottles over there. There had to be some good ideas in there. And back to this 2 stacks, by the way, this Irish cream. Boy, if you can find this, that's absolutely delicious. That is such a nice thing to bring along to your holiday party. Bring it over to your mom and dad's house when you're all collecting over there. You're gonna make some people happy.
That is the exact thing my parents would like, and your parents would really love.
Yeah, my dad would love that.
Yeah, not big drinkers, but you give them something a little bit sweet there. I think we could do some damage on that bottle.
Absolutely. Well, let us know what's on your whiskey wish list for this holiday season and from wherever we are.
Ooh, to wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. I got to be more careful when I pick up this glass.
Oh yeah, easy does it.